Today we're going to be talking about why you want your mortgage lender to be a specialist. So if you guys find this content helpful, please hit the like. If you hate it, hit the dislike, and please subscribe to support this channel. Okay, so what am I talking about? I'm going to use an analogy. Get ready for it. Okay, so let's say you have one of those Swiss Army knives, and I don't mean your basic Swiss Army knife. I mean, like, you know, the ones you see in the Sharper Image catalog where you're like, oh my God, it does everything. It might do my taxes. It has a magnifying glass. It has a corkscrew. It has 3 different knives. They're all about that big. It does everything. Oh my God, it does everything. But you know what's amazing about those tools is that if you were in a survival situation, you'd be thankful for it, but for day to day, you would never use it for any of those purposes. It's that simple, because it does a lot of stuff, but it's actually not really good at what it does. Okay, it's probably decent, but it's not the best. I mean, would you take a Swiss Army knife to cut a steak over a steak knife? No, you wouldn't. Would you take the Swiss Army corkscrew over a waiter's corkscrew? No, God, no. I mean, look, this is if you're an emergency, you need this tool that does all this stuff, right? But if you have the ability, you're always gonna want the real tool. Like, is the hammer? I just can't. Some of them have mini hammers for real. Like, I always buy this crap at Christmas because I think it's so amazing. But is the hammer on the everything going to be the same as a real Stanley hammer? I think that's a brand, right? No, you're not going to be able to, like, no. Same thing with lenders. I am always very afraid of a lender that says, I do everything. Do you? Do you really? Or does it just mean that you'll do any loan that comes your way, you know, without even knowing what the loan is? And like, the red flag for this is if you go, hey, like, I want to do this. Like, you know, I want to build a house from scratch. I want to buy the land. And they go, okay, yeah, I think we've got a couple investors for that. I think. No. What you want to hear when you say that to a lender is you want them to go, okay, do you have this, and this? We're going to need this, and this. Have you identified a builder? And if so, are they this, and this? You want this person. You don't want, yeah, I think we've got an investor for that. Hell no, that means they're learning on you. Guys, you do not want to be a guinea pig in lending land. You do not want to be a guinea pig in lending land. Let me say that again. You don't want to be a guinea pig, guys. You do not want to be a lender's first loan if it's something specialized. In general, really. I mean, look, everyone has to start somewhere, but I mean, and I support new lenders, but you're not doing my loan, kids. Sorry, like, I love you, but no, like, I'm going to go to, you know, whoever the specialist is for the loan that I'm doing, because I don't want the odds of my success to be low. I want to win. And here's the thing. I think we have guides for that versus this person who clearly knows what they're doing, does a lot of them. This person has the best chance of getting me across the finish line. They have the best chance of quoting my rate right. And that's what we see a lot with construction. So I don't do construction. I'm saying that strongly just because everyone emails me about construction loans and they get on the calendar about construction loans and then they're mad at me when I tell them I don't do it and they're like, well, you wasted my time. I'm like, I have 90 videos. I don't do construction loans, okay? I'm not gonna refer you to a construction lender. I don't do them. I don't have a specialist for it. So if you wanna buy a piece of land and build from scratch, I am not your girl, okay? I'm sorry, I don't do them. Find a specialist. Renovation loans, personally, I don't do them, but I've had Christine on the channel a couple times who does do them, and she's a specialist. If I was trying to be doing a renovation loan right now, I'd be over here. We don't want that. So, you know, go to the specialist, you know. And sometimes people are like, oh, well, like, the lender doesn't really do a lot of VA, but they said it's... Okay, got it. Same with FHA and conventional. You know, you want a lender that is familiar with the programs that you're looking for. For instance, you know, in jumbo land, if you have a ton of money, am I the best lender for you? No, you know, and I'm sure there's lenders watching this going, oh my God, did she just turn away $2 million, $3 million, $4 million buyers? Yeah, guys, I did. You know why? Private banking has special programs for super rich people, and there's a specialist that deals with that. So, you know, in my situation, I'm always going to say go to a specialist. One that comes up a lot for me and people get a little bit upset about, and I'm never trying to upset anyone, but down payment assistance. I don't specialize in down payment assistance. And there's a multitude of reasons, and I'm gonna tell you guys what they are right now. So first of all, the best programs are city and county programs. From what I've seen, the national programs, the rates and fees are higher, and I can't stand behind the programs. It's that simple. I am not gonna put you guys in loans that I don't think are helpful. You know, there's tons of people that will put you guys in one of those loans that feels passionate, that has a different viewpoint than I do. But I can't put you in something, you know, that I don't believe in. And look, there's special training for those programs that I have not taken, okay? So I can't do those loans, okay? Now, if I found a program that I thought was super awesome, would I do the training? Totally. But I just haven't found it, you know, and that's my thing, you know? With the city and county programs, you need to do special training, you need to get registered with the city and the county. And once again, you need someone who does a lot of them. These programs have just guidelines you can't even imagine, and they're different by the city or the county. I'm in 48 states, so I'm not gonna be doing enough business in each of these areas to become a specialist, which is why I'm always like, guys, talk to the specialist, make sure you find out the rates and the fees, if there's any geo restrictions, if there's income restrictions, you know, really do your due diligence. That's why I don't specialize in DPA. I don't think I could do a good enough job in order to do it. It's also why I don't specialize in $2 to $4 million loans. I don't have the ability to do what private banking can do in many circumstances, so I don't specialize in it, okay? So it's really important to know that if a lender's saying, hey, look, this is what I specialize in, it's not a bad thing. This is what they do. I do VA, FHA, conventional, and some jumbo. Okay, if there's something I can do that, you know, the private banker guy can't do, I'm gonna do it. But if he's gonna do it and smash me, I'm gonna say, please go work with him. Okay, and with the down payment assistance, they're not programs that I specialize in. So if I know someone who does, like for instance in California, there's CalHFA, which is actually a good program, but I have a friend who does them, Jenna Gray. She's lovely. She does those loans. You know, you want this. You don't want this. Okay, so I really want you guys to be mindful of that when you're talking to lenders. Now, if you're like, well, Jen, what if I just call big 1-800 call center? Guys, it's not even an anything tool. Like, I mean, that's the thing. Like, the whole call center vibe, their goal is to have you guys fill out an application and then they'll have an underwriter or someone else figure it out. They're not gonna walk you through like, oh, pros and cons in most cases. It's a totally different ball game. It's like a pocket knife, right? Trying to do the anything tool job. Like, I wouldn't even go that route. That's just you're joking, right? So top tip, if you guys are looking to get a loan, make sure you're working with a specialist. If you figure out that you're working with an anything tool, run and find a specialist. So I hope this has been helpful. As always, I am licensed in 48 states, everywhere but Rhode Island and Utah. I'd love to help you guys with your loan. I'm very honest about what I can and can't do. I want you guys to succeed, which is why I always want you to be with the best people. I want you to be with the specialists, not the anything tool or the pocket knife. Thanks for watching.